the Ministry of Tourism and Sports is considering plans to attract foreign tourists during this time back in Thailand. And the good news is that they might allow vaccinated foreigners to enter the country without the need to quarantine. The Tourism and Sports Minister Pipat Ratchakit Prakan revealed today that the aim is to have 5 to 10 million foreign tourists to enter Thailand this year, starting after the Songkran Festival in mid-April or in May at the latest. He added that reaching the 10 million mark will depend on restrictions in countries like Malaysia, China, and India. The minister said that he will ask the Prime Minister for 5 million doses of anti-COVID-19 vaccine to inoculate people working in the tourism sector, with the main focus on Bangkok, Chonburi, Chiang Mai, Phuket, Krabi, Surat Thani, and Songkhla provinces to build confidence amongst travelers. Meanwhile, the governor of the Tourism Authority of Thailand, Yuttasak Supasan, is seeking ways to attract foreign tourists to Thailand. One of their ideas is a vaccine passport, which can be standardized and agreed between the national tourist organizations in all ASEAN countries. Those holding such a vaccine passport will be allowed to travel between ASEAN countries without the need to undergo the 14-day quarantine. The TAT governor also expects that foreign travelers will be able to come to Thailand by the third quarter of this year. Meanwhile, the chairman of the Minor International Group, William Hague, said that they will send an open letter to the Prime Minister containing these 4 suggestions. Firstly, employees working in the tourism sector should be inoculated in the first phase because flight attendants, pilots, hotel staff, and staff working in hotels being used as quarantine facilities should be viewed as frontline personnel, just like medics. The second one is the government should consider acquiring vaccines from additional companies besides AstraZeneca and Sinovac, as the vaccine acquisition process is still slow and insufficient to inoculate the entire population. The third one is those who've been inoculated should be able to travel freely, both domestically and internationally, without undergoing the 14-day quarantine. And the last one is vaccine passports should also be implemented, and Phuket should be the first province to implement the system in order to allow foreign tourists to enter. And if this process is successful, the other tourist-reliant areas such as Koh Samui and Pattaya should also implement the system as well. So these are the suggestions that have been announced today.
So I think if Phuket is a successful, or maybe he look at Phuket and he think it should start there because the area is not too big and it's an island, there is not too many entrance or exits, so it probably easier than other province or town to confine the area or to control the movement restriction, limitation of people.